should be like 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Wait, 3, 2. Nope, not yet. Okay.
It
3,
says it is.
2.
It says this meeting is now
3,
streaming
2,
live
1.
on Facebook.
There we go.
Okay,
We're
are we
live.
live? Are we live? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
so take it away, Erica.
All right, so welcome everybody to our class. Everyone who's here live with us, we appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. We have a really fun class, although I think all of our classes are really fun. We're going to show you guys how to make your own perfume with your Young Living essential oils. Before we get into that, if you guys want to grab a snack or if you want to grab a fun drink, we definitely encourage fun drinks. It's Friday night, so why not have a fun drink? Okay, so we're going to get started. So why do you even want to consider making your own perfume? So you guys have been with us for a while. You know that a lot of the products that are on the shelf, your cleaning products, your hygiene products, and yes, perfume, store-bought perfume, there's a lot of nasty ingredients in there that can have such a negative impact on our health. Let me share with you guys a graphic if you want to take a screenshot of this. Where are you? Okay. So we see lurking in a lot of products, but we're talking about fragrance, perfume tonight. We see phthalates, different things that are linked to cancer and breathing issues. And so I was kind of thinking today, a lot of times in January, everyone starts to go on a diet or they're exercising and they have these wellness plans. But a lot of times people don't think what the products they're using in and around their homes, their cleaning products, their hygiene products, and their perfume, that they can really have a negative impact on their health. So it's something to really think about. I'll share one more graphic. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this. This is cute because it's like, just say no to fragrance, which is kind of like been linked to like dubbed the new secondhand smoke, right? And this shouldn't be a surprise to us. We're hearing more and more about the ingredients in our products and just how bad it is. So it's a reason why we want to consider making our own products and making our own perfume. All right, so we get to the fun part, how to make our own perfume with our Young Living essential oils. So there's actually 3 ways to do this. One would be a roller, a perfume roller. So like I always tell you guys, save your empty bottles and turn it into a roller. Remember, Young Living sells these really great roller tops. It's metal on metal. They'll like last forever. The ones that you get at other places, it's plastic and metal, and eventually the plastic will warp. But Young Living, it's a 10-pack. I think they're like $1.20 a piece, something like that. It's a really good price. And you're just gonna pop that on. So you're gonna put your favorite blend inside the bottle, and you're gonna add a carrier oil. Remember, a carrier oil is something that has fat in it, like olive oil, coconut, apricot oil, whatever. So that's one method, would be a perfume roller. And we'll get into the recipes in a second. The second method would be like the spray, like we're used to, right? A perfume, a spray. So that's gonna be a little bit different than the roller. So you're gonna put your favorite blend inside of your bottle. So this is something I repurposed. Isn't that cute? This is from Amazon, these color, like little, you can match like the bottle. I thought it was really fun. You're gonna put your blend in here, but instead of putting a carrier oil, you're gonna put a high proof alcohol. The brand name usually people know is Everclear. And the reason you wanna use Everclear, it just helps the oils, the Everclear are gonna blend together. Now, a lot of recipes will say witch hazel, or they'll say vodka. You can do that, but it's not the best. It's not gonna mix the best. It's gonna be kind of clumpy. It's not gonna mix properly. So they always call for like a high proof alcohol. And also, believe it or not, alcohol, high proof has like actually no scent, whereas vodka smells like vodka. So that's something to consider. The third option is kind of a funny option, but I'm gonna share with you guys this recipe. Remember back in the day, I remember as a kid buying this. It would be like a little tin that you'd get, and it was like a balm, and it was a scented like balm. And I thought of that. You could actually convert one of our lip balm recipes and make it into a perfume balm where it's thick and you can rub it on. So this is a lip balm recipe. This makes 4 ounces, which would be a lot of perfume. You can either cut this recipe in half or make half lip balm, half little perfume bombs. I don't really know. I don't know what to call this. I'm not sure. So you would add definitely more oils than that because you won't really smell it that strongly. So whatever blend that you like from tonight, you can use this recipe and you can set your lip balms in like individual tins. So I thought that could be like a really fun option. Or maybe another class we could even really get into that more and make those scented balms. Do you guys ever do that? I mean, and show of hands, you remember that? Like when I was like, younger, like a teenager, I'd buy these tins and they were thick and it was like a perfume bomb. No, was it just me? Okay. Okay, someone else is saying, see, I'm telling you, see, this really does exist, you guys. Seriously, this exists. Okay, so let's get into some like fun ideas. I want to share with you a couple of things. If you see a recipe and you're like, because when you're making perfume, it's a lot of drops of oils. Well, not a lot, but more than your average roller. And you're like, you might not be sure. So here's a way to know if you're going to like the blend or not. You take the blend that you're considering to make, take the caps off, and you do this. You hurry up and try to smell them because you're going to get a whiff of each one. And if you like the combo, make it. If you're like, oh, then don't do it, right? So that's like kind of the rule. So I'm going to make one on camera, but let's bring up some recipes. We have quite a few here. Actually, one of these, this is one of my favorites. This blend here, it's called the Love Roller. I don't know, I did not name these, seriously. So this is a 10 ml bottle, but you can also put it in a 15. I've made it in a 15 ml bottle. So like I said, you can save an old Young Living bottle. This is a roller, but remember your rollers can be turned into the sprays. So instead of adding the carrier oil, you're gonna add the high proof alcohol. So this is 20 drops of Loyalty, which is a blend that Young Living only gives out. But how do you get it? You can't buy it. They give it to you once a year if you're on Subscribe to Save. At your anniversary, you know, of being with the company for 1 month, they give you a free bottle, a blend called Loyalty. And it's actually really, really pretty. I've made this for a few friends. So it's Loyalty, Tangerine, and that's Northern Lights Black Spruce. Whenever you see NLB, Northern Lights Black Spruce. But like I said, take the three together, open it up and do that swirl and smell it and see if you like the blend before you make it, right? Don't want to waste money. So smell it first. If you like it, go for it. Add your drops to either your 10 ml or your 15 ml bottle. And this is a roller, so you're going to add your carrier, which would be coconut oil or whatever, avocado oil. Olive is cheap. Or like I said, if you want to do a perfume, you would omit the carrier and you just do the high proof alcohol, which is like Everclear, and add a spray top. So this is the Love Roller, okay? I like that one. I've made that one a few times. It's really nice. It's very like, it's feminine, but it has like a spice to it. So if you don't want it too sweet, I like sweet things. I want to smell like candy, but you may not like what I like. So that has a nice feminine quality to it, but it also has like a little spicy kick. So I think more people might like that one. All right, here's another blend. This is for a 2 ounce bottle. So you're noticing a lot more drops. You can cut this in half if you want, or you can cut this by the thirds or by fourths, whatever. If you don't want to do all these drops, I totally get it. So this is, I don't know, my recipe. I don't know. This is the name of the recipe, I guess, my recipe. So it's lemon myrtle, it's jasmine, valor. We see orange, grapefruit, stressor. So I think this is gonna have like a nice sweetness and the floral notes and the lemon. I think that's gonna be a really pretty scent. And like I said, if you're not sure, I would cut the recipe in half, or like I said, by fourths, or whatever you want to do. That's a lot of drops if you don't like it. So that's usually what I do. And like I said, this is for a 2 ounce spray bottle. And of course, the recipe says witch hazel, but again, I already shared my thoughts on witch hazel. I prefer the high proof alcohol, but it's up to you. You do what you want. You can do witch hazel if you want. So there's that recipe right there. I haven't tried this one. The other one I've tried. One of them I'm going to make on camera with you guys tonight that I haven't made before. Or did I? I don't know. Okay, this one, this looks really pretty. Same thing, this is a 2 ounce bottle. So you see like a lot of drops, the bottle's bigger. So like I said, you again, cut it in half. And this is a spray, so you're seeing witch hazel. But like I said, do the high proof vodka, high proof alcohol, trust me, it's so much better than witch hazel. So this is a blend called Sacred Mountain, and you have citrus, which is the bergamot, and then you have patchouli, which is gonna be like a very earthy smell. So it kind of depends what you guys like. Do you want like something that's very earthy? Do you want something that's spicy? Do you want something citrusy? Do you want something sweet, or like a certain combination? Let me see, I'm getting a question. Oh, sorry, I was reading a text, someone sent me, sorry. I get distracted easy. Next recipe I'm gonna share. Am I making this one? Which am I making? Okay, I want to make this one. This is called Pillow Talk Linen Spray. I don't know why it's called that, but anyways, probably because of the ylang ylang. So you see 15 to 20 drops each. Ylang ylang, you have Idaho blue spruce, orange, and then again, like I said, the rest would be your high proof alcohol. So I'm going to make this one. Another good thing, if you see like a variation, like an option of drops, do the lower drops first. Remember, you can always add, but you can't take away. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this on camera. So I have this really pretty, if you guys can see this really pretty bottle here. It's from Whimsy and Wellness. I really like them. Look at even the package. Isn't that the cutest thing? It is so cute. This is a 2-ounce bottle. If anyone is interested, you don't have to. I am a brand partner with them as well. I have a 10% off link. If you're interested, I can send that out. If not, whatever. Forget what I just said. Okay, so I'm going to make this on camera. I have a little funnel. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to start with 15 drops each. Pretty easy. 15 drops. Okay.
It's a beautiful bottle.
Sorry, I can't talk and like count at the same time. I'd be so messed up. Sorry, guys. All right. Very easy recipe. Same amount of drops. Let's see if I even have 4. Uh-oh. Close enough. That's something too, you can always alter, like if you want something to have more, you know, something more woodsy, something more citrusy, you can always alter it. So clearly I'm altering it right now because I don't have enough drops here. Should have checked that, but I didn't. Okay, last is the orange. Okay. I like it. It smells like sweet to me. It has like a nice sweetness. And I like I said, I like to smell like candy. So if you don't like to smell like candy, then don't do this one. So then we're going to add, I already measured it out. I have Everclear. So let me just really pay attention here. I spill even with funnels and special equipment. I don't know. Okay, I think that's good. I guess I could put more in here. All right. Oh, well, this is good for now. It's really nice. You can even, this could be even a room spray. So these recipes can be either room sprays or spraying for the car, or you can put it in your hair. It's really nice. I like this. Has a nice sweetness to it that I like. All right, I'll share a few more recipes with you guys. Oh, I have a really cool tip too. Hang on, let me get another recipe up. This is the mermaid roller I was showing earlier. Again, this is also, I believe, for a 2-ounce bottle as well. So you have Valor, Peace and Calming, Lavender, Stress Away. By the way, these all come in a starter bundle. So if you're new here and you haven't gotten a starter bundle, it's a great way to start on your wellness journey because it has everything you need to get started. That's why it's called a starter bundle. It comes with a diffuser, it comes with 12 oils and a lot of other goodies. And these are 4 of the oils that come in that kit. So right away, you can actually make this. Oh yeah, and frankincense. Oh yeah, look at all the oils. These all come in a starter bundle. I haven't made this. I've made something similar to this and I really liked it. This one's called Mermaid. This one sounds like really fun to me. So these are all like really great stress oils. So a lot of times, like we say, okay, perfume and it smells nice. But remember, we're using our real essential oils. They have a therapeutic value. So these are all calming, stress relieving oils. So as you're smelling really awesome, you're also calming yourself down at the same time. Okay, another thing I want to share with you guys, which is a really kind of a cool tip. Where are you? Do I still have it here? Uh-oh, did I move it? Uh-oh. I hate when things get moved on me. All right, I was going to share this, but I can't find it. Another great tip is if you love a diffuser blend, let's say, you know, you put vanilla and cinnamon and certain oils together and it's like your favorite diffuser blend, you can also turn that into a perfume. either a roller or a spray. So it's really something to just have fun with. You're just having fun with your oils, with your products. Okay, another recipe, I've made this one before, and I do really like this. This is Happy Roller, and it really is, it's very uplifting. I don't know why I made it twice and I make it again, but I really, really like this. And like I said, you can always convert it, turn it into a spray. So it's orange, geranium, lime, lavender. And I don't know, it smells like you're on vacation, kind of like at the beach. And really, you do feel happy and you feel very feminine when you're wearing this perfume. I really like this one. This one, I definitely recommend to try. I really do like this one. And again, orange and lime, lavender, those are very inexpensive oils. And as you know, if you're on the subscribe to save, a lot of these oils come free. I get a lot of free oils, and this is how I'll try them. I'll get a free oil that maybe I think to buy, and then I'm using it in a recipe like this. And then I'm like, okay, I love it. Now I have to buy you. That's one of the downsides. Okay, let's see. All right, so now I think we've covered women, I think, enough here. So now I want to share with you guys some cologne for men. So some of these I've made and some of these I haven't. I'll share with you my husband's favorite. This is not his favorite. I haven't tried this one, but it's called the Swaggering Pirate. I thought that was so funny. So again, you can make this into a roller or you can make it into a spray. I would do either a 10 ml bottle or 15. The reason why I give you that as an option is because our essential oil bottles come in that size of 15. So you get done with one of, let's say you're done with your Valor bottle. There's always some left in the bottle. Don't throw it out. Add 5 more drops of Valor, add your patchouli, add your bergamot, add your cedarwood, and either add your carrier oil and turn it into a roller or add your alcohol to this, and voila, you have the Swaggering Pirate for your man. Isn't that funny? I love the names. That's another one that's funny too. Okay, the next one, where are you? Oh, this is the, the International Spy, I love it. So you have Sacred, so it might be a little more pricey, Sacred Sandalwood, Stress Away, Black Pepper, vetiver, cedarwood. So it's manly, but you know, it's funny, sometimes I find that women will make a men's cologne and they like it. And it's funny when a woman puts a man's cologne on, it has a different like smell on them. The pheromones mix a little bit differently. And I think it kind of smells really pretty. So you can try this and make this for your man. And if he's like, you can always wear it too. This seems like a really cool one as well. International Spy. I'm going to show you the one that I made for my husband, and he discovered a tip about this blend. I'll show it to you guys. This is his favorite. I make this for him all the time. It's called the Burly Lumberjack. And I put all these ingredients in a 15 ml bottle. Juniper, cypress, pine, peppermint. What he found, I make a roller for him. He doesn't like the spray. He likes it as a roller. What he found one day was he was putting it on, he kind of puts it on his neck after he was done shaving. You know, men get all these little cuts, they bleed. Well, normally he uses, what are those things called? I would say it wrong, stip tick, they call it, stip something. It's like that white stuff men put on to stop it from bleeding. Well, he discovered that this worked better than the stuff he was buying at the store, but this stopped it. And the reason that is, it's cypress oil. That's what cypress oil does. It will stop and close up things for you. So that's another little tip, that your man can use this after he's done shaving, and it will help with that purpose. So it's a cologne / I don't know, razor burn, whatever you want to call it. But I love this. This smells like the best to me. And he gets a lot of compliments, and he puts it on and he goes to work. People always compliment him, like, what are you wearing? You smell so nice. So that's the Burly Lumberjack that he really likes, that I really like. And again, it has that other, little purpose. All right, one more thing. Oh yeah, this is I just got these in today. I want to show you guys. These came from Amazon. How fun is this, right? So Amazon sells the little colored spray tops. So it's a way that you can just turn your bottles. You already bought the bottles, save the bottle. You can repurpose them, turn them into perfumes or throat sprays or other type of sprays that you want to do, something like bug spray, whatever. Yeah, so I would get these fun spray tops. That's what I have here with this one. So I only had a little bit left of Stress Away. So I added some of the alcohol to it, and I put a spray top on, I sprayed it. So it's a way to stretch out your oils as well. But look how cute that is. How cute. I really like that. So, sure. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Does anyone have any questions? I know I tend to talk fast and go fast. It's the New England in me. Does anyone have any? Becky?
You don't recommend diluting the alcohol with water. No.
You can. I've seen recipes where they'll do the majority of the bottle is water and they'll add like a splash. And I have also seen it go the other way where people just like to do the full thing with alcohol. So a lot of times it comes down to preference. If you're like, I don't feel like wasting all that alcohol, I'm going to do mostly water. I'll add a splash of my Everclear. Totally up to you. If you don't like it, next time make the recipe just full alcohol. It comes down a lot of times to preference. So either way, Becky, that's a good question. Thank you. See me. Anyone? Vern? Vern, I love it.
Yes, it is. Now, wait a minute. I'm from Massachusetts and I do not speak that rapidly, but I can keep up with you.
I'm from Rhode Island. It's very different over here. That's a whole different world in Rhode Island. Just kidding. Go
Right,
on.
exactly. But when do you know when to use alcohol or a different carrier?
So again, it just comes down to preference. So if you're making a roller bottle, like this is a roller, I would do the carrier oil, a fatty oil, because you're really putting a big concentration of it on your skin, and you don't want the essential oils to irritate the skin, which they can because they have very powerful chemistry. They could irritate the skin. It's just what it does. A very powerful chemistry. With the spray, a lot of times you're just kind of spraying and you're walking into the spray. There's a little fine mist, the spray bottle. So you're not getting a big concentration of oils on your body. So that's when, does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. With each sip, I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Any other questions? I have Monica.
Yeah, I obviously just kind of joined in with you girls right now. So I kind of just the tail end of it, but was that like a whole line that you were showing of all those small little pump bottles, or was that something that you put together, or do you know what I'm talking about? All those little different colors and.
Yeah, when I show that picture, I'm just referring to the spray tops. And so we're talking about making perfume. And so I always encourage people, instead of going out and making a purchase, you can. I mean, I do. I buy things from Whimsy and Wellness. I love that company. But you can save like your old bottles when they're empty. Don't throw away, repurpose them. You can just easily add a spray top on and turn this into a perfume or a room spray or a hairspray or a throat spray. That's what I was saying, like how fun, like these are just fun.
So you can buy little sprayers for those, is that right? That is so cool. I had no idea.
When they come, they're kind of too long because they don't know what size bottle. You just have to cut them down and add them to the bottle that you want.
Cool.
So you can actually put this in the 5 mLs as well, in the 15. Just that they're fun and colorful. I just like that. But they have regular black, regular white, but these were just really cute. So especially for tonight, we're talking about making perfume and doing something fun. These are fun. So
yeah, I love that. I'm actually kind of like, I've been on Young Living and on Pinterest and on Amazon and just all over the place looking for like different recipes. And I really liked the men's aftershave kind of thing. I thought that was a really great idea, because men shave all the time. I thought, wow, that's really a smart thing to do. There's a brother that has like a barbershop, and I thought, maybe if I could make some of these, aftershave or whatever for him, and he could use them on his customers and stuff.
That's a good idea. I actually made one for a friend who wanted, like, I'll pay you for this, and I made it, and I didn't charge him a lot, but I just yeah, but that's a good idea as well. Yes. Share your oils.
Yeah, so I bought some like some of those chapstick holders. So basically I bought some shea butter and little beeswax, and of course I have I'm just trying to figure out, because I have a lot of essential oil here, and I think Chris and I were kind of talking about that and how we're just trying to maybe even like make little gift chapsticks for people. Even because I do massage, I even bought like some little spray some little brown bottles with like sprayers and stuff. And so I've been looking for like recipes and stuff, making different types of massage oil, or, you know, relaxation or for muscles. And so I'm trying to learn about like different essential oils that are hot, not really, you know, and maybe something that's like a little cooler, or what types of work with little children and you know, pregnant women and that sort of thing.
You're
So,
in the right place, Monica.
so I'm trying to make this really fun for myself.
And I've got a lot more coming to you now too.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yep.
so I'm trying to really, so I'm totally enjoying this. So thanks so much for sharing all of, you know, your recipes.
Oh, good.
I
I'm
was
glad. I'm so
missing
glad.
all that.
Good. So is there any other questions before I turn it
have
over
any
to Chris and she shares her recipes? Let me just look. Okay, I don't think so. All right, Chris, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go back to basics a little bit because it's very, very simple to make a fragrance that you really, really like. So what are some basic guidelines that you want to think about? Well, let me show you here how you can start. Here's an idea of how you can start. What you can start with is, let me see what I'm showing you here. You want to think about the perfume notes, and I've got a lot of things up and I'm not seeing what I want to see here. All right, so you want to think about the notes. So you want to think about, there's 3 different levels to a perfume. There's going to be the top notes, which are going to be the first to dissipate and disappear. And then you've got your heart or your middle notes, which are something lingering a little, but then you've got your base notes, which stay the longest. So if you guys are thinking about this here, you want to think about what kind of a top note do you want? What kind of a heart note do you want? And what kind of a base note do you want? So just basically what you want to think about with these is, let me see if I can find that graphic for you here. One of them would be citrus. The other one would be a tree, and the other one, a tree oil, and the other ones would be a deeper oil. So I kind of lost what I'm showing you all here. Let me see, make myself bigger here. So you want to pick something out. For tree oils, cedarwood is a beautiful one. For citrus oils, I love orange. And for your flower oil, I love ylang-ylang or even jasmine. So when you are going for them here, I want to just show you some other options. Pine is a very nice tree oil. Vetiver for a man, or it's a real calming scent. Bergamot is one everybody loves for your citrus. And the one I love is orange. If you want to get into something a little deeper, cinnamon is a very nice one. Though, like Monica was saying, this is a hot oil. So you don't want to have a lot of this in your perfume. So those are just some things that you guys can think about when you are putting if you want to put a fragrance together yourself. Here's another idea of some more different oils that you can choose from. For your top notes, here it's suggested lime, bergamot, or juniper. For your middle notes, valor, pine, cypress, or stress away, that would be like your tree oils. And your base notes here, they've got cedarwood, sacred sandalwood, or patchouli. So these are just some ideas if you want to put a fragrance together. And here's how you can decide if you really like the fragrance before you actually make it. You take your tree oil, your citrus oil, and your flower oil. I don't really have a flower oil here. Let's pretend this is a flower oil. And you just sniff. Roll them under your nose. Keep rolling the 3 different oils under your nose. And if there's one that you really don't like, switch it out before you put them together in a fragrance. And like Erica was saying, you can do it in a spray. You could do it in a roller ball. Young Living has some beautiful little roller balls that I got that I absolutely love. And then you normally would put a carrier oil of some sort in here. But I was telling her that I've even made it with the Everclear or the vodka. So you can choose what you would like to do there. But if you'd like me to give you some ideas, here's some ideas that I have for you guys. Well, first of all, let me show you your top notes. Here's a graphic if you want to take a picture of a graphic of some top notes. So there's some top notes that you can share as choosing from one of these. Just choose one of these as your top note. And then for your middle notes, I'll give you some ideas for those. Let's see, middle notes would be here. Let me see. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing my graphics, but I think that's the one that you guys want to see. I've got like a bunch of things going on. This is the other idea for another ingredient. These will be your middle notes. This is your flowers that you want to put into your perfume. So choose a flower essential oil that you really, really love and put that in for your number 2. And then last but not least, you want to go ahead and choose one of the citrus oils. I think actually we're going to the base notes. I think I had given you the citrus oils first. So for your base notes, this is going to be your deep scent. And this is the scent that's really going to linger. So patchouli, myrrh, frankincense, these are the deep things. Cedarwood is very nice here too. Patchouli is a nice one a lot of people love, and you could even use clove in here. So those are your 3 main ingredients when you're making a perfume. That is what you want to go ahead and think about. So what are some ideas? I'm going to give you a very simple, beautiful little perfume that you might enjoy making. This one has lemon, lavender, valor, or frankincense. So most people have these oils. So that would be something that you might think about putting together for yourself for a nice, easy DIY perfume. If you want to take a screenshot of that, that's just something very simple if you want to start off nice and light. So that's an idea for you. Here's some more ideas that you might think about. And let's see where my other ones are. I'm going to give you an idea for an aftershave. Monica was talking about an aftershave. Want to make something special for your man? Black spruce, patchouli, and wintergreen. What a nice idea that is, putting the 3 of those together. I love black spruce. So there's an idea for an aftershave for you. And say you want to come up with some other ideas for your man. The other day I made a ton of men's colognes. So here's a bunch of ideas for your men's cologne. This is a ton of different ideas, just throwing them out there. Find one that you really, really like. And what you want to do, if you have these oils, remember, put the 3 together, roll them under your nose, roll it around under your nose so you get a scent of the 3 of them together before you actually make it. But look at that one, cinnamon, rosemary, and orange. To me, that looks like an amazing one. Cinnamon, rosemary, and orange, or even clove, fir, bergamot, and lemon. That one looks like another amazing one for me. So these are just some ideas to get you guys going. But what's the difference between a perfume and a cologne? Have you guys thought about that? Because actually men can wear a perfume and women can wear colognes. So when you're thinking about it, the difference basically is just the concentration. You were talking about that earlier. It's really just the concentration, because a perfume is much more concentrated. 20 to 30% of that is going to be oils. And for a cologne, 2 to 5%. So you see, it's a lot different. And that's where you guys were asking about putting water in. If you want the scent lighter, that would be a cologne. So just put some water in, but you have to also put a little bit of witch hazel. Usually they make it smell not so good, like Eric was saying, or some Everclear, or a little tad of vodka. So they blend. You want all your oils to stay blended with the water that you put in there, and just the oils to stay blended nicely. So that would be the difference between a cologne or a perfume. All right, I've got a bunch of ideas out there for you all, and there's just so many ideas. Here's something else to think about. Erica kind of mentioned this, But if you have a diffuser recipe you really, really love, you can also use that diffuser recipe in a cologne or a perfume spray that you want to make for yourselves. So now I'm going to give you guys a bunch of ideas for different diffuser recipes that you can come up with. Let me ask before we go on, have any of you made a perfume yourself or a cologne? Anybody done that?
No.
Not yet, huh? Okay. Well, these are some, okay, Takoa, have you done that?
Yes, I have. Let me see if I can pull it up. It was actually from the last time you guys did this. It was one of Erica's. And what was it? It was Valor and Vision and Vanilla.
How'd it come out?
It was so good. I just made it again because I ran out. But it smells so good. I love it so much. And I get compliments all throughout the day.
Wow.
Like I walk by and people are like, you smell clean. Like, thank you.
Nice.
And it's not overpowering or anything. So I like this one a lot.
Nice, nice. I'm really happy to hear that, and happy that we could help giving you some ideas of some things that you could do. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start. So don't forget, that's something you want to think about. You want to think about trying some of these things out yourself. And if you do that, let us know. Let us know how it goes. Dee, have you made yourself a cologne or a perfume?
No, I tried. My husband has lung disease, so I can't really, the oils, there's certain oils he can tolerate, but some he can't. And I would love to, but I was going to make one this year, probably next month. And since Rogat, she's down right now, then I'm going to have to wait because I had planned to do that this year.
Okay, well, if you can find just one citrus oil that he likes, one tree
think
oil
so,
that
yes.
he likes, and one deep oil,
Okay.
or like even a perfume oil, like a flower oil is what I'm trying to say.
Sure, okay.
Like,
I'll do that because I was
just
paying
check it
attention,
out.
taking notes. Yeah, I was taking notes on that. I had a couple
It's
of
a real
things I had to do. Sure.
right. It's a real simple way to put your recipe together.
Okay.
So I'm going to go
I'll do
ahead
that.
and now I'm going to throw out there a bunch of different diffuser recipes for you all. Somebody was mentioning, I think Snow is Fab was mentioning earlier, she fell in love with Winter Nights. So Winter Nights is a beautiful, beautiful blend that Young Living makes. And Winter Nights, here's some ideas of different ways to make a diffuser blend out of your Winter Nights. Just a Sacred Mountain and Winter Nights. Wow. And a little bit of lemon in there. Amazing. So that's something that you want to make sure you take a screenshot of. If you have that Winter Nights blend, especially this time of year, it is so beautiful. Takoa, did you have something else you wanted to add? I don't want to miss you. Or, okay, good. Let's go on to here's another oil that I absolutely, absolutely love. If you guys haven't got this one yet, you might think about it. Cassia. Cassia is one of my, I just diffuse this by itself a lot, but if you want to get a little creative, here's a bunch of different blends you can do with Cassia. Think about the flower oils. I love that. The Spice Girls right in the middle of that graphic. Bergamot, Lang-a-Lang, and Cassia. That just sounds amazing. And if the oatmeal cookie, Cassia, cedarwood, and orange. I mean, that is just something I'm sure you'll enjoy. And like Erica was saying earlier too, remember that these different oils are not just fragrance, they're not just scents, but they work on our body. We know what trees do for our body. They help us focus, they calm us. We know what flowers do, and citrus, they keep us happy. So these are some things that you all might want to think about when you're making your diffuser blends or your perfumes, that these are not just something that you're going to spray and, you know, smell good. They're going to do things for your body. All right, this is the time of year when it's kind of cool. Even in Florida, it's cool now. But what about spiced cider? Does that sound good to you? Spiced cider. That's an idea for you guys to make this particular blend. Bergamot, thieves, and ginger. We all know thieves builds our immune systems. Bergamot keeps us happy, and ginger add to the blend is amazing. So that's another idea for you. Tell me if I'm going a little bit fast, but if you just need clean air, what if you want clean air? You want a relaxing spa day. Here's an idea for a spa day. Peppermint, lemongrass, and lavender. So you just want a nice relaxing day. Here's a diffuser blend that you might enjoy. Peppermint, lemongrass, and lavender. What if you do you ever want to feel like you're just a little princess? Here's some princess blends. I think this one is for my cousin out there. If you want to be a Disney princess, how about lime spearmint and lavender, or bergamot, geranium, and lavender? That's princess blends coming at you. So that's something that I thought you guys would enjoy also. And you know that there are different candles from different companies. We had our candle class. We made our good, clean candles, but they use a lot of essential oils, tons of them, to keep that scent going when you make your own candle. Now, can we do diffuser blends that substitute for those toxic fragrances? Yes, we can. Here's a cranberry. What if you liked cranberry orange? Here's a blend where you can substitute for the cranberry orange candle. Grapefruit orange and cinnamon bark. Grapefruit orange and cinnamon bark. That's one idea out there for you guys. And what if you want to have fresh snow in your house? Anybody think about having fresh snow in their house? This is an idea of a blend. Maybe you really like the cold weather. I know some of you guys really love the cold weather. Well, bring it inside with your diffuser. Peppermint, cypress, and bergamot. Try that out for some fresh snow. And if you're diffusing some of these blends and you love them, make them into a perfume, make them into a room spray. These are to give you some tried and tested ideas that can help you out with your own your blends. Okay, let's go on. I've got a couple more I want to share with you. Then I'm going to open this up to what you have to share with us. How about candy canes? Would you like some candy canes going on? Here's some candy canes, a candy cane blend for you. Stress away and peppermint. That just, not only will it calm you down, but it gets those beautiful vibes flowing for the day. And one more I have for you here. If you used to make a candle, how about, I actually have two. Warm vanilla sugar. Try this out, warm vanilla sugar. So doesn't that sound amazing to have going on in your house? Warm vanilla sugar. This one is vanilla, copaiba, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Beautiful. And last but not least, if you're a candle person, how about gingerbread? Would you like some gingerbread going on in your house? Here we go with the gingerbread. With the gingerbread, we can diffuse the Christmas spirit blend, ginger, and clove. I think you would all really love that blend. All right, so one more thing that we can't go on without. Who doesn't love peppermint patties? This is an idea for the thin mint cookie going on in your house. Stress away and peppermint. Nice, easy one. Most of you have those two oils. So sometimes we don't have the oils. We could say, I can't make that blend. Well, this one I know all of you can make. So those are the blends that we had for you all today. And we would like to know which sounds most exciting to you. Which ones do you want to try out? Let's just hear a little bit from you all. What are you thinking of these blends, the perfume ideas? Any questions on the perfumes or the colognes that you have for us? Go ahead and tell us now. Anybody want to tell us what you're thinking about? Which sounds most exciting to me? The cassia blends are my favorite. That's just what I love the most. But Heather, what sounds exciting to you?
sorry. I'd like to try that, well, not the just diffuser, but the perfume, the Love Roller. But you said you can't get the loyalty, you can't buy it, you just have to be gifted it.
Yep, you have to be on the subscribe to save for 6 months.
Oh, 6 months. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming up to that soon.
Then they'll send it to
No.
you as a gift, yeah, right?
1 year,
Still the same?
Chris, it's
Oh, a
1
year?
year.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Okay.
it's a year.
Yeah, but they'll give it to you every single year on your anniversary, so you'll always get a free bottle. I know it's really pretty. I had to share it, but you'll get it, so it's a freebie. So.
Is there anything close to, because I obviously don't know what loyalty smells like. Is there anything close to it?
Valor, would you say, Erica?
I don't know. Loyalty is very different. It's
Valor?
almost like Valor with a spicy note in it or something. But if you're getting maybe close to the year, you'll get it for free.
Mm. Okay.
So
Erica will give you a couple drops, maybe if you really nice. At least you get an idea of what it's about. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Mary Lee? Go ahead. You want to unmute yourself? There you go.
My husband is in hospice and he's at home. So I do the diffuser a lot next to him. And it really, it helps a lot for his feelings and his emotions. And I just started recently using the stress away. I didn't think you could use that with the diffusers so much. Bergamot and frankincense. I use that combination sometimes. And it seems to help him calm him down.
Perfect. Yeah, diffusing is it, and it also helps with clean air. Want to keep your air clean with people coming and going in your house, keep the diffuser going. That one blend with the thieves that was on the diffuser blends, that to me is perfect. Thank you. Snow is Fab. What would you like to share with us?
Okay, so the room spray, my concentration of essential oils doesn't seem to be strong enough. So in a 4-ounce bottle, I'm using, 25 drops or so, and it doesn't seem to be enough. So it sounds to me like when we start off with Erica, we're talking more about 40 drops anyway. I mean, we're talking about a 4-ounce bottle. So let's just say.
I know, I think that's a good idea, but it depends on your oils. Like if you have peppermint in there, it's a really strong oil. So you don't need so many drops. That's just what I've found. Erica, what would you like to add?
yeah, I feel the same way. I make a room spray and it's a 16-ounce bottle, and I actually don't do a ton of oils, but the oils that I pick are very strong, like cinnamon and clove. They're very strong smelling oils, and I don't need a ton. So it might be the oils that you picked. I don't know, or I don't know. You just can't smell. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
But the spray top, which is a great idea, and you can turn a 15 ml into a room spray really easily. So I'm going to do that suggestion.
Or something for the
Definitely.
car, right?
Yeah.
You can easily put in your purse, and you can do oils like thieves and things that are really good for, spraying down your grocery cart or something that's discreet. It's spray your mask. You can make a mask. There's so many things you can make by just getting these little spray tops. Throat sprays, really great.
Yeah. And I have them also, and I got them on Amazon. But another very strong oil for a room spray is pine. And it's not an expensive oil. It's a nice one to put if you're having a room spray. I like peppermint and pine are two nice ones to have together. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and sign off of Facebook here. And if you guys have anything